Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back. Welcome back to M&M TV with your host, Mark. And in this morning's video, Haiti, yes, we're going Haitian this morning. And I'm hearing from the human rights group mhm, protecting Haitian rights. Yes, hearing from Jamaicans, criminal Jamaicans for justice, who do not care about their own citizens. Their only desire is to protect Haiti. You're hearing from the church, yes. Whenever we have atrocities in Jamaica, you don't hear these asses, yes. You don't hear these brutes come out and defend the life of our citizens whenever they have lost their life. Whenever when Rashawn Barnett, that brute, yes, take out his 5 family members' life, you never hear any of these groups come out and condemn those gruesome acts. These germs, yes, whenever the 8 persons died in Cherry Lane, you never hear none of them come out condemning the act that take place there. The same atrocity happens many places in Jamaica. In the 5, you never hear them. In many other atrocity happen all across the nation. You never hear any of these incompetent, good for nothing groups come out and condemn the life that was lost because of wicked people who will come and take people's life. Yes? You never hear them voice in it. But now they want to protect the Haitian people. Many of us as citizens in this country are suffer. Yes? Are struggle. And Jamaicans for justice, freedom, or whatever imaginary they call themselves. And all of these incompetent, good for nothing organization, they don't care about that. They talk about Haitian rights and Haitian turmoil. We have turmoil in Jamaica. Yes? Every year, our citizens, where we have been killing over 1,600 people every year. Haitian who was not dying out like how we were dying out. Yes? And nobody never stand up for the people of Jamaica. To hell with us. Right? So now you are hearing these people coming out now defending Haitian people and Haitian rights. And in this video, you're going to hear, yes, from some of these groups how they are defending the rights of Haiti. Yes, we have no rights. When our life is taken, we have nobody to stand up for us. We're like a sheep without a seal. We are like sitting ducks. Hmm? Nobody is there to stand up for the right of the Jamaican people. For those of you who travel, I'm not getting myself in a problem. Maybe not by doing any illegal act, but maybe overstay or something like that. Where it's not that's also a legal act, but at least not so bad. Which one of these organizations lobby to allow you to stay in the United States or in England or in Canada for that matter? Which one of these human rights group you hear come and lobby on your behalf? You can drop that in the comment section. Yes? But everybody now is now defending Haitian right. This is when the church find advice, and I'm a member of the church. But the church is being very hypocritical. Because there's so much atrocity that take place in this country on a daily basis. You know, there was an incident that took place, I guess, over the weekend when they say this TikToker get injured by police and he losing life because the police shoot at him and run over him. Hmm? That is what it was said that was done. And if that is that was a case or not, you don't hear Jamaicans for justice on these issues. No, because who is Jamaican people? Who is Jamaican citizens? To hell with them. We don't care about that. But they want to defend the rights of the Haitian people. They get lawyer also to protect the rights of the people of Haiti. Right? Up until now, right? There are so many injustices in Jamaica, and most of the victims' family can't afford lawyer, and not one of them never decides that they will get lawyer to assist with to help with the Haitian, with the Jamaican people who simply can't afford a lawyer. Yeah, you don't hear them, but now everybody find vice for Haiti. Everybody is Haitian savior. Everybody on Haitian side. But no, nobody is here for the people. Nobody care about our people. We are thinking about Haiti. Yes? And so I must tell you that I am very much disgruntled because nothing is wrong if you're going to defend a group of people. But at least it should more turn up for your people first. How you going to turn up for another set of people and the people them that you claim to be a representative of? You are silent on important issues. How come? So, in this one, you're going to know here from these people. Yes, you're going to hear from these people. And then we will get back at this time. So I want to let you hear now what is happening at this moment. So I want to let you hear now. Right now.
Asylum in Jamaica. The groups made the call in a media briefing on Monday. They blasted the government for what they describe as the continued unlawful and hypocritical move of repatriating Haitians without due process while claiming to advocate on their behalf. More in this report from Shalois Michael. The group comprises Jamaicans for Justice, JFJ, Stand Up for Jamaica, Jamaica Council of Churches, Jamaica Beach Birthright.
And I want you to listen. The amount of people that come up to stand up and defend the Haitian right. When have you hear one of them? When you hear some people come up and stand up to defend one Jamaican citizen who was killed by police or in certain circumstances, whenever you hear our criminal take their life, when have you hear one group, much less so much, come up to stand up for the right of any citizen? But here are a bugger group of people come out to stand up for the rights of Haitian people. Hmm? And then you tell me, we are serious. But make you hear the rest of them because they're enough.
Council of Churches, Jamaica Beach Birthright Environmental Movement, JABEM, Indigenous Rights Attorney Marcus Goff, and Haitian advocate Mirtha Desolme. It was spearheaded by human rights lawyer and founder of Freedom Imaginaries, Malene Elaine. In Monday's media briefing, Miss Elaine painted a grim picture of Haitians being ripped apart from families and being transported on a boat back to a country in turmoil.
I hear in the language that I use, they have been ripped apart. Ripped apart. You see? You see how they use words? You see how they use words to their advantage? Where are they ripped apart? What strong language they use? Ripped apart. But let's hear more.
family members would have gone to police station lockups to look for a relative or someone detained there, a Haitian national detained there. And they were simply informed that that person was being taken to an unknown location in Portland for deportation to Haiti. We are talking about persons leaving behind children, Jamaican-born children. And so what we are seeing is a significant escalation of a policy of repression and deterrence, which is having significant impacts on Haitian Jamaican families. We have received several reports of family separation following this most recent expulsion, with parents forced back to Haiti and children left behind in Jamaica without an opportunity to say goodbye.
The most recent mass roundup and repatriation of Haitians took place last week. According to Ms. Lane, that latest group now adds to the more than 170 Haitians who've been repatriated since July 2023. She says this cruel practice cannot continue. The human rights lawyer is calling for an investigation into Jamaica's treatment of their neighboring citizens in need.
Freedom Imaginaries is calling for precautionary measures to safeguard the rights of Haitians in mobility in Jamaica. First, we're calling for an independent investigation and an international investigative mission into the human rights impacts of Jamaica's treatment of Haitian migrants and asylum seekers, and a process of accountability that puts an end to abusive practices. Second, given the regional scale and complexity of the issue, we are calling on Jamaica to work with CARICOM, the international community, and multi-stakeholder groups to establish a rights-based regional framework for the protection of Haitians in mobility in line with principles of humanitarian assistance, protection, cooperation, and international solidarity.
For her part, policy and advocacy specialist at JFJ, Jade Williams, says while she applauds the government's move of sending security forces to Haiti, a review is needed to address how the Homeless Administration treats those who wash up on the nation's shores.
We ask for our government to adhere to calls from the UN and other international actors to not forcibly return these persons upon arrival, and furthermore to allow for those persons to be able to properly seek asylum according to our local procedures as well. We ask for a comprehensive review of how our procedures have been implemented. In our local refugee policy, persons are to be individually assessed as to their security needs, and based on reports from Freedom Imaginaries, that has not been the case. A review of those reports that persons have been removed without that due process is also necessary.
Shalois Michael for Nationwide News.
All right, so that is essentially what we're saying, what was said by these people, and you hear how they are passionate in defending the rights of Haiti, and when our people are losing their lives left, right, and center, there's no passion at all from so many interest groups, which interests are they serving? Yeah, tell me, whose interests are they serving? Are they? It seems to me like they want the Haitian to have to come and take over this country and run we out of it, because they are not seeing the atrocities that are taking place with our people by the government, by the police, by criminals. Yes, they not see that. They're only seeing atrocity when when the Haitian people is affected. So I didn't know that Jamaican Justice and these so-called rights group have become the mouthpiece for another country. I thought the name Jamaican for Justice represent Jamaica, but for some reason I was very I have to be the most misguided individual in the world. So I guess I am misguided, you know. So it just goes to show you that this is where they are interested. When no matter how much we did out here, no matter how much we did out here, they don't care about that. They don't business about that. As long as the Haitian people can come out here and take up residents and can criminal come out here, come mash up the country too. Because it's not going to be long. Because we have 2 million and plus people, and they have almost 12 million people. Eh? And the amount of gangs and criminals they have over this. And we have authority. So they want to care about what now. Come mash up the country or some more. Yeah, it's already mash up. Yes? We don't want them out here. Right? Then stay in country. We send police from out here and soldiers from out here to help. What more can we do? We are a small developing state and we have money for feed here and feed here and feed. So what happened to we? The government cannot give us. The government cannot give us, as some of us who are on PAD program, the government can't give more than 4,000 or $5,000 every 2 months where we work out to less than 50 cents a day. And that can't buy nothing in Jamaica. And then now they're going to take up Haitian burden more upon their head again. We're going to start caring now for the Haitian citizens now and they come take over our country. No. We send our troops there, we shouldn't even send there because we don't have enough to actually protect our own people. Because as you can see, the murder rate is still high, very high. The murder rate is nothing for none of us to be comfortable about. None at all. None at all. But people is standing up for the rights of Haiti. But nobody has stand up for the rights of Jamaicans. So I don't understand it. But so I appeal to the Prime Minister not to take in any more Haitian. We can't afford them. We can't manage them. Because some of them are criminal. Some of them are criminal. And they are organized. Yeah, so to go mash up Jamaica worse than how we already mash up. So make Haitian people fix their own situation. We have our own burden out here. We have for your own problem to solve out here. The Prime Minister and the government is not doing so great that they can take up everybody burden upon their head. Because most of us are suffer same way. Police, so some of their road I sell local goods and we can't sell in peace because police depend we like thieves. Police depend we like thief, around non criminal. Yes? Police are set upon we left, right and center. And you're not gonna have these incompetent, good for nothing. Look here, disgusting groups stand up and say, boy, no, Jamaica justice. You're not gonna find there are incompetent, good for nothing brutes here. Come on, say, look here, you can't treat your own citizen like that. You're not gonna hear them do that. But everybody want to stand up now for the rights of Haiti. Haiti get themselves in that and they must get themselves out. Just like how we get ourselves in a problem that we are in, and then we have to take ourselves out of it. Yes? So we can take up Haitian per burden per forehead. Haitian people and Haitian country are big old country. We can't take care of our own people adequately. Because if a government can boast and say they give you $4,500 every 2 months on the PAD program, and we have boast themselves about that, and that can't buy a sweetie, that cannot buy a sweetie, but yes, still, them can't say and do anything, right? So it's painful to me to see how everybody has stand up for the right of Haiti, and none of them look at the amount of rights group stand up for Haiti. And when we are lose full life, left, right, and center, you can't find one of them to stand up for say, boy, the citizens of this country are dying off too much, and we need to stand up to protect the rights of the rights of the lives of Jamaican people. But yesterday, have a bug of people out there I stand up for Haitian people. Look at the amount of rights group. So I want to know what agenda, whose agenda are they serving? Because clearly they have to be serving somebody agenda, but it's not our agenda. So I don't know what it is. In my opinion, Haiti must deal with them own problems. We have enough burden for your own where we can't adequately deal with it. We send police and soldiers over there, out of the little bit what we have. We cannot do anymore. We can't do anymore. We cannot do anymore. So, that's my view. That's my view. What is yours? Do you think that we can accommodate more Haitians out here? Do you think we can take care of them? Because I don't think so. Because The truth is that we cannot take care of, the government cannot take care of their own people. And they only have 2.5 million people. And they can't take care of them, much less they go take care of 12 million Haitian people. I drop business. So I don't business what you want to say. I am strongly encouraging the government not to do no more for Haiti. We can't do no more. Fix your problem. Prime Minister, fix your problem. Yes? You have to involve sometimes in Asian matters. Fix your issue. Because your people must suffer. A lot of us are struggle. Most of us can hardly find food. Right? Most of us can hardly, some of us can't find food. So how we gonna find money for hours I take care of Haiti people? How we can't take care of your one? That don't make sense. As according to the scripture, we have to take the beam out of our own eye first before we can see clearly. We can take out the speck out of our brother's eyes. And for we can't see, we can't see how we can't see. So we take out the speck out of his eye when the beam is in our eye. So that is how I feel about it. Jamaica, we cannot afford no more Haitian. We can't afford them. We can't afford them. Right? So please to like, please to share, and to subscribe to the channel. So until another one, good morning.